Real quick, be in my shoes. What? I'm not going to be in your shoes. Be in my shoes! No, I'm not going to be in your shoes. That's not necessary. Okay then. All good. I guess I just have to force you then. Force me? What the fuck do you mean? It's the year 2013. I was playing the 3DS, but no, not really. I was actually browsing the Nintendo eShop, watching all the trailer and gameplay videos for games that I couldn't afford, cause I was broke as fuck, man. But while looking through, I saw this one trailer that caught my attention. I noticed that there's a character that I knew from a game with another character from another game. So I just decided, fuck it. Let me watch this real quick. You know, what could possibly be so exciting about this game? I gotta get this motherfucking game! Project X Zone, or some might call it Project Cross Zone. Watching this trailer for the first time was the most hype thing I've ever experienced. The music was energetic as fuck, it shows you some of the characters that were gonna be in the game, and the gameplay at first glance looked badass. Now I have to remind you that I was a stupid, dumbass, retarded, fucking no-brain kid. When I saw the trailer, I lost my shit. I was like, whoa, this fighting game looks sick as fuck! Look at all the combos I can do to the enemies, controlling two characters at the same time, doing fucking combos, assists. This is gonna be the best fighting game ever. And as a kid, I was easily impressed. Like, simply seeing characters that I recognized from other games being put into one game, it just blew my mind. I literally just watched the trailer like, whoa, the guy from Tekken is in this game. But who the fuck is that other character? And who's that? But whoa, fucking Mega Man's here too. But who the fuck is this? But then Resident Evil, Chris and Jill. But who the fuck are you? Yet, despite not knowing half of the characters shown, I was still fucking excited. Every day after that, I kept rewatching the trailer because I was obsessed. But then they did one fatal mistake. Just about 20 days before its release date, a demo was released. At the time, I wasn't aware that Japan already had the game released. They actually already had it for about 6 months before the trailer even first showed up. I never thought of looking up actual gameplay for the game, so I went to play the demo blind, with the wrong expectations. Remember how I said I was stupid? When I saw the trailer, I thought it was a fighting game. A fighting game, and it is. But not how I imagined it. But let's not get into that first. Let's talk about my excitement. I didn't expect the demo at all. Seeing that download option, I immediately downloaded that shit. I opened that gift up and I noticed that the amount of plays I could play that demo was 5 times. Let me explain my thought process real quick. All demos on a 3DS had a limited amount of times you can play it. Most commonly, it was about 30 times. But the super high quality awesome games with a lot of content put into the demo had lower amounts, usually about 5. Seeing that amount on Project X Zone really rose my expectations, thinking to myself, yeah, this is definitely going to be the best fighting game ever. But in reality, the amount of times you can play a demo didn't actually fucking matter. But again, I have to remind you that I was pretty fucking stupid. Now back to me actually playing the demo. I started it and immediately I was somewhat disappointed. There was no character select screen. It was just a board with characters that you controlled. Yeah, it turns out it was an RPG. I didn't mind that, but the combat, the actual fighting itself, was kinda lame. When you actually go into battle, your character would just stand in one place. You didn't have free control of the character. You can't jump or move left or right like a standard fighting game. Instead, you would just press a button and it does a whole combo for you. My kid self thought it was an actual fighting game. Man. And guess what? Despite me being somewhat disappointed, do I have to remind you again? Do I have to remind you again? I was a stupid kid. I didn't give a shit. I still bought the game. I still bought it. Okay, I'ma be honest. Despite me being disappointed on the gameplay, I still enjoyed it. And it led me to buying the game. And I did end up finishing the game. I played the whole thing without a problem. Because again, I was a kid. I was easily entertained. But now I've grown up and I look back at it and I realized that the game fucking sucked. Now look, yeah, I bashed on the one button combos and how lame it is just a few seconds ago. But damn, I do have to admit that this shit looks fucking sick. The pixel art looks great and the animation is awesome. Especially when you summon allies on top of it, it looks fucking insane. But then it gets old really quickly because that's all you do the whole game. Control character, watch combo, next character. Control, watch, next. This isn't bad to experience for the first few chapters because they're quick and short, but later in the game, these chapters can end up lasting an entire hour due to the amount of units you start to control and the enemies in the battlefield. It makes it feel tedious and boring. You just want to get over with it. The references made from characters to their own respective games are cool, but again, it gets old, man. Once you play the first few chapters of the game, you've basically experienced the whole entire game. And I feel like the game knows that it's boring, so they have these scenes that happens very often to keep you playing, and it kind of works. Titties, boobs, damn, thumbnail! Although the gameplay fucking sucks, the music definitely carries the game. Since this is a crossover game, they included some of the best tracks from each game series, and this was definitely needed to at least alleviate for some of the boring ass repetitive gameplay, because you got some sick ass tunes to listen to while playing. Some of these tracks come from games that I probably would never played, so I'm glad that they included this because some of them are just absolute fucking bangers. You got calm tracks, you know, chillin', life is good. Then you got some of the hype shit. It makes you want to tear your dick apart. And you simply got some catchy tunes that makes you want to turn up and shit, putting you in a good mood. Probably inspires you to give $100,000 to the homeless dude. I don't know. Wait, how much again?
Stupid ass little bitch.
No, my fucking money! So if you're a person who likes video game music, you'll definitely like the music included in Project X Zone, because it's literally just a compilation of good tracks from different games put into one. So it's good. In conclusion, this game ain't that bad. I can definitely see why people would enjoy this game, but it's definitely a mid-low tier game. And honestly, for a while now, I kind of forgot it existed, so I can see why no one talks about it either. But if there's one thing I didn't forget, it's the character Kaguya Nabu. This lady right here, she's my favorite character, and I knew she was the one when I first saw her. And it's clearly obvious why I like her. It's because of her big ass sword that shoots out little blades, and her choreography with it, it's amazing. And also her big ass titties.